Your weather forecast is calling for partly sunny skies today, high 58. Partly cloudy tonight, low 35. For tomorrow, sunshine, high of 60. Partly cloudy, 48 on Friday. And for Saturday, sunshine with the high 52. Overnight low was 40. Yesterday's high was 60. Currently, humidity at 60%. Winds from the southwest at 3 miles an hour. And the pressure at 29.95. Sunshine right now. We've reached 48 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield.
Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Woo-woo!
K-O.
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 K-O. K-O.
It's a mighty fine Wednesday.
It's beautiful.
It is gorgeous.
Ken Odie's here, and it's the big show, and I'm a little bit sore, Last night was yoga night. A lot of people work on their poses. I have now been able to take my back legs and reach them all the way up behind my back to the back of my head, and I become a human ball, and I just roll around inside the room.
Okay.
Hit the walls, like a pinball.
Yeah.
We're going to need some video.
Yeah.
I doubt
we
that.
got to have some physical evidence on
We
this.
don't-
Not that we don't believe you, but
We don't
we
allow.
don't believe you.
we don't allow cameras. We allow goats. Jimmy was not there last night. He's become a free agent. He's going out to other
Okay.
yoga. So Jimmy the goat wasn't there. By the way, you were in Mount Vernon last night, right?
Yeah, went over to Mount Vernon last night. And
Pay that big sales tax to walk around there. And
I did.
Where'd you hit?
Oh, I don't know. Coal. We had some Kohl's cash.
Well, you got to spend it.
Yeah.
I love their technology. Their little technology area that they have.
We
at Kohl's.
we play a game if we have Kohl's cash. Our goal is to get as close to that amount of Kohl's cash without going over.
As a Christmas gift?
Anything.
No. I mean, was that a Christmas gift that you went and cashed in?
No, it's
No.
because we bought some things. When you
Oh,
buy so
so
much there,
you-
you get these
I see.
certificates for money.
I understand.
But
you
our
were-
goal is to go and
What a great concept, Mark. I wish my wife would follow that.
it never works, but we try.
And you went scouting Dollar Tree stores too.
We hit the Dollar Tree.
What did you buy at the Dollar Tree store?
Oh, I don't know, some candy. Or
You
I don't
did.
know,
You
bag
do what
of
I
candy or
go up to.
something.
Hey, how
Yes.
much are these?
How much
These
is
glasses.
it?
It's $1.
I am not ashamed to tell you that these glasses right here.
Our Dollar Trees?
That's my.
Your guilty pleasure?
No, it's my. They fulfill all of my visual needs.
The
I go
Dollar
in there
Tree.
and buy about 20 pair of them. I've got in my pew at church. I've got them scattered out all over Wayne County.
I never spend more than $5 for sunglasses.
Oh, I don't either.
Now, they have one also that is have you seen a Five Below store?
Yes, love
Yeah,
it.
everything is $5 and less.
Yeah.
See, that would be interesting. I like the dollar store.
I've
Five
never
Below.
seen the $1.99 store.
I haven't
yet,
either.
though.
I'm going to be hanging out at City Hall this afternoon.
Yes, they're going to be mending bridges tonight.
How much you bet?
That's basically the only agenda item.
After they get done mending that bridge,
Call
they-
to order, approval of the amendments, mending bridges,
That's right.
Goodbye.
adjournment.
After they get the bridges mended, maybe we can paint the water tower.
It's not with TIF money they're not going to. They don't have any TIF money left. They gave it all away. That's what's going to be interesting. How do you
Yeah,
how do you amend
they
it?
might have given all the TIF money away, but you know what? It went to some very worthwhile. I mean, it's going to projects that need to be funded by TIF money.
They might disagree with you at the school district.
Well,
I think someone told me there might be an impediment concerning the mule barn money.
I don't know that.
I'm going to ask that tonight when I'm there.
Okay.
Because they devoted $200,000 to that project. Mm-hmm. It's a $500,000 project.
Oh, I don't.
Be interested to see what.
Hadn't heard anything.
You
like
know
that.
what? Why can't they just get a window unit, stick in each window up there, and be done with it?
Oh, that would be.
There's lots of windows.
There's lots of windows and lots of noise too.
Yeah, that's true.
So anyway, guess what I've got?
This time for sure.
All right. Bucket of bunk, 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 bunk. Turner never gets a word. Bucket of bunk, 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 bunk. Reed makes sure he never could. Bucket of bunk, 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 bunk. You know, I think I'm a little bit too loud on that. I think we need to just not sweeten my voice so much.
Instead of me not getting a word, it's everybody doesn't get a word when we do that song.
I know it. Oh, well, I had my microphone. I had my moment. I hit my spot. I delivered my song. Newt Rockney, or is it Canute?
Canute.
It depends on who you speak with.
Well,
Newt.
Mr. Rockney.
I guess the official correct pronunciation is Canute,
Okay.
but in America, it's Newt.
I don't know.
Remember the new zoo review that used to be on TV?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
always had Gary Gnu with the Gnus.
That's right. That's right.
Well, Coach Rockney died in 1931 at the age of 43. He was born on this date, March 4th. He was a football player and the coach at the University of Notre Dame. He helped popularize the forward pass.
Sure did.
And so he's given credit for that. He made his coaching debut in 1918, winning 26-6 as the coach of Notre Dame. In the backfield were Leonard Bahan, George Gipp, and Curly Lambeau.
The Gipper.
Curly,
Man.
of course, that's
Yeah.
a pretty famous
that's
name.
He did okay.
Pretty famous name.
Lambeau Field. Gipp died in 1920, a couple of years later after
Yeah.
that game, just weeks after he had been elected to Notre Dame's first. He was the first All-American to be named at, and he was giving punting lessons after a practice and got strep throat and pneumonia. There were no antibiotics at that time in the 1920s, and it became fatal. And while on his hospital bed and speaking to Rockney, Coach Rockney, he was purported to have delivered the line,
Mike
When-
can do it.
no, Mike can do it. Mike,
Sorry.
Mike
I
can
couldn't
deliver.
resist. I couldn't resist.
Mike can deliver American Samoa.
Epstein didn't kill himself.
The line, win just one for the Gipper. That's the line. Of course, that was then used because Ronald Reagan played
The
George
Gipper.
Gipp.
Sure did.
betcha.
And so then that became his line
Yep.
as he went forward as the President of the United States. There you go. And Rockney died in a plane crash near in Kansas. He had just landed at Kansas City. Guess why the plane crashed? The canvas got wet.
Okay.
In
Well,
other words, this plane was made of canvas, not steel.
well,
it
yeah,
was
back in the
1931.
Back in the late 20s, early 30s, yeah, a lot of planes were basically balsa wood with canvas wrapped around them
And they got wet.
and wires.
So anyway, Paula Prentice is 82 today. You know what I'm talking about?
The actress.
He and she.
Yes, you're right. Exactly.
Richard Benjamin.
Best known for her film roles in Where the Boys Are, Man's Favorite Sport, The Stepford Wives, What's New Pussycat.
She's how old?
82.
Dear Lord.
Yeah, I know it, doesn't it? I mean, because you remember her from the early 60s. She was in one of those Pillow Talk movies with Rock Hudson. She grew up in Texas. She's 5'10", pretty tall.
Yeah.
And she met her husband while studying drama at Northwestern, Richard Benjamin. And the couple appeared together in many films. Patricia Heaton is 62 today.
Another actress.
Everybody loves Raymond.
That's right. Deborah Barone on the CBS sitcom Everybody Loves Raymond between 1996 and 2005. It was a very popular TV show. She's just continued to work. She didn't get typecast at all. She then became Frances Frankie Heck in the ABC sitcom the middle between 2009 and 2018. So that's 9 years more on. And now she stars as Dr. Carol Kinney in the CBS sitcom Carol's Second Act. So she's been nonstop on prime time since 1996. Pretty impressive.
That is impressive.
She has a drama degree from the Ohio State University.
Okay.
And she's married to a guy. They have four sons. They divide their time between a home in Los Angeles and Cambridge, England.
Man.
That's a pretty good. That's a lot of traveling.
Man.
I like a cabin just south of town. You know, I mean, that's where I. That's where I was summer.
You don't want a 10-hour flight
No.
to get to your other home.
By the way, she was married. This is one of those interesting quirks of the Catholic faith. She was previously married, but she's come back to the Catholic Church, and so in 2017, her first marriage was annulled.
Okay.
So it's like it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So she's been open about her plastic surgery.
She's not shy about her politics. She's quite a conservative.
I know that.
And in Hollywood, that's just kind of unusual.
You know, I don't think I want to give you the list of the different work she's had done. But I'll just say,
It's a substantial list.
from top to bottom. Okay. March 4th, 1794, the 11th Amendment to the United States Constitution passed by the Congress. That limited the jurisdiction of the federal courts to automatically hear cases brought against states by the citizens of another state. Very complicated. 1837, the state of Illinois granted a city charter to Chicago.
Really?
It's been downhill for us ever since. 1861, the Confederate States of America adopted the stars and bars, and now that's a symbol of that doesn't
shame
sit well
for a lot of Americans.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. 1925, Calvin Coolidge took the oath of office as the first time it was broadcast on radio. Dave Land was there,
And I'm guessing that Floyd Lawson was listening.
possibly because he loved Calvin
He did.
Coolidge. 1933, FDR gave his inauguration speech in which he said, "We have nothing to fear."
But fair itself.
That's right. 1950, Walt Disney's
Then he went
Cinderella.
and created the WPA.
Yep.
It was the WPA. There was another one, Citizens CCC too.
Yeah.
Right. Citizens Conservation Corps. Ronald Reagan and Nancy Davis married on this date in 1952, and they adored each other. There was no doubt about that. Music news: the Beach Boys single "Surfin' USA" was released. 1970, Janis Joplin was fined $200 for using obscene language on stage in Tampa. It's hard to believe.
Yeah.
And in 1976, Hall & Oates recorded "Rich Girl." And
Great
you know
song.
what?
Great song.
Again, I'm still carping about the Hall & Oates concert I went to. They did not play "Rich
Have
Girl."
you asked for a refund?
No, I
Well,
have
you
not.
should move. You should.
I'm
do
warning
that.
everybody else. Don't go see Hall & Oates. They stink. Now, I loved them before. By the way, they did not play "Rich Girl."
Really?
Can you believe it? How could you have a concert, be Hall & Oates, and not play "Rich Girl"?
That's true.
Yep. I agree.
All right, Ken Odie's here. He's the one that gave us the question of the day, and it's a pretty interesting one. Have you actually rented, this is, by the way, the Carnaby Square question of the day. Carnaby Square, the fashion leader in downtown. Have you rented an actual DVD in the last 30 days? Pretty interesting. The results. We'll come back on Morning Coffee and talk about it. Stay here.
The new season starts at Carnaby. Their fashions are screaming, "Hello, spring." Multiples, the perfect mix and match brands, offers 4 groups from casual to Easter. Their tribal Charlie B clothes head features on-trend sporty looks. Lucky Bird has arrived with new designs along with Jess and Jane. Brighton's designers have added new birthday charms, including Sweet 16 and new Keeper of the Charm necklaces. With a $100 Brighton in-store purchase, receive free Love Dove's Jewelry Travel Roll. Perfect for keeping your treasures close while traveling. Carnaby Square is open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5, and late on Thursdays.
Hi, folks. This is Courtney Cox, Republican candidate for Circuit Judge. This has been an exciting campaign, but on March 17 it will come to a close. We are traveling many miles and meeting many wonderful people in all 12 counties. I want to thank everyone who is helping us on this journey. Now it's time to vote, and whether you vote early or on March 17, I ask for your vote in this close race. I'm the highest rated candidate with the most experience. I'm ready to be your judge on day one.
Paid for by Courtney Cox for Judge Committee.
Hi, this is Elizabeth Gonzalez with People's National Bank. People's National Bank has partnered with Zelle. Zelle is an easy way to send and receive money with family, friends, and others you trust. You can use Zelle today right from your PNB To Go mobile banking app. Money moves directly between bank accounts fast. Stop by People's National Bank today to learn more about Zelle. Available to United States bank account holders only. Terms and conditions apply. The Zelle service is property of Early Warning Services, LLC. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
This is Darren Bailey. We need conservative voices in Springfield. That's why I support Adam Niemerg for state representative. Adam Niemerg will be that voice. As a husband and father with 2 young children, Adam will defend our families and protect the futures of our children and our grandchildren. Adam Niemerg is pro-life and pro-Second Amendment. He'll fight for your jobs and protect taxpayers. This is Darren Bailey. I endorse Adam Niemerg for state representative in the 109th District.
Paid for by committee to elect Adam Niemerg.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another time capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when President Ford and Jimmy Carter squared off in their first TV debate?
If he insists that I be responsible for the Democratic Congress, of which I have not been a part, then I think it's only fair that he be responsible for the Nixon administration, of which he was a part.
China's Chairman Mao died at 82. Our Viking 2 satellite landed on planet Mars. Muhammad Ali kept his title with a unanimous decision over Ken Norton and then told us,
"It'd be wise to get out now. I don't have nothing else to prove."
Meanwhile, here's what the radio is dishing out.
"'Cause you are my starship in the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. You are the woman that I've always dreamed of. That'll be the day. It's okay to get out. Keep on rocking me, baby. I guess so. Come on, baby, don't feel the reef when you're still the one."
All these songs came out together, but when? The answer and a little taste of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
Isaac, you missed the winning dunk and cost your team the championship. What are your thoughts?
Well, I switched to Boost Mobile and got a super fast network and 4 free Samsung Galaxy A20 phones, so even when we lose, I still win.
It was an easy, fast break, and no one was near you.
You know what's fast? Boost Mobile's super fast network.
They're calling your shot the greatest miss in history.
Boost Mobile's prices are never a miss. I even get 4 lines for $25 per line per month.
Oh, look at that.
September 1976. If you leave me now.
Chicago, and If You Leave Me Now, the top song of September 1976. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another time capsule.
I'm Jeff Fleming. In 1940, Southern Illinois led the country in oil production. Now it's a different story. Our economy is tied to oil and gas. We need to ease restrictions on petroleum production if we're going to get oil, gas, and our economy moving again. As your state senator, I would introduce bills to support our oil and gas industry and help our economy. Vote for the future. Vote for me, Jeff Fleming, in the Republican primary on March 17. Paid for by Citizens for Jeff Fleming.
An average yield increase of 27 bushels per acre. That's rare in corn. So is 8 more bushels in soybeans. Yeah, if you want gains that big in your fields, you need a stronger fungicide. One that works overtime, when the rest punch out. Triva Pro Fungicide. Ask for it at your local Syngenta retailer. Always read and follow label instructions.
All right, back on Morning Coffee. Thank you for joining us. The Carnaby Square question of the day: have you rented an actual DVD in the last 30 days? I can say I haven't in the last 5 years. How about you?
Been a long time since I have.
I don't remember the last time I've rented one.
See, a lot of people think that is a rental DVD rental store. Actually, it's a CDB store where you can get DVDs.
Ah, okay. That's good to know.
I just thought I'd mention that. Actually, that's probably the lion's share of that business.
I'll tell you what prompted me to ask that question. That my son in Mount Vernon, that lives in Mount Vernon, lives down the street from the Family Video.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's closed. So
It closed everywhere
I
except
don't
for
know
here.
of any existing video rental store in Mount Vernon at all. Maybe there is, and I'm not aware of it.
Well, there's always Redbox.
Yeah.
Right. I loved Zach, who answered this. His question to us was, what's a DVD?
And that's getting to the point.
It is.
Anyway, we had 1,200 people take a look at this, 212 votes, and 90% of them say no, they have not rented an actual DVD in the last 30 days. So, it sounds to me like that is over, especially when you have Netflix, all these, the Disney Plus. You can pretty much get any movie you want there for less money than renting it at a store, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
it's.
Plus, if you still like DVDs, you can go somewhere. A lot of places have them for a couple of $3 a pop.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, you can. There's a bin. You can buy them.
Yeah, you can buy them for a couple of $3.
I mean, I own a bunch of DVDs, but it's the only ones I ever watch.
How often do you go back and watch them? Do you?
Well, I have White Christmas, Christmas Vacation,
Yeah.
all those during the holidays. We'll pull those out and watch them, but not very often.
Oh well. All right. Well, so there's the question of the day. I wanted to tell you that Brian Reitner is going to be at the Wayne White annual meeting coming up on March 20th at the Wayne City High School. He's going to be there to meet members of the co-op. You can go there as well and talk to him about the possibility of geothermal at your house. It's a wonderfully smart idea. When you look at the $1,500 rebate from Wayne White, you look at some federal tax credits, it makes sense. And Wayne White's one of the few co-ops that give you that money. Brian White, right now, our HVAC, just to make sure you keep an eye, he does Hydron. That's a great product. It's got a great warranty. He's also good for HVAC if you have problems around the clock. You can call him, and I'm going to give you that number. It is 618-214-2593. But I'd love for a bunch of folks to walk up and see Brian at the Wayne White Co-op meeting, the annual meeting in Wayne City that's coming up on March 20th, and tell him that you heard about him on Morning Coffee. Please do that.
Before we get going, I have a thing. First United Methodist Church in Fairfield is collecting monetary donations and gift cards. We've hooked up with the East End Methodist Church in the Nashville area, which was destroyed, by the way.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and we have contacts there, and any money will go directly to United Methodist Committee on Relief, who is on the ground there at East End and working. So if you want to stop by our office, 9 to 1 today or this week, and drop off a donation, would be appreciated.
That death toll just keeps ratcheting up.
Yeah.
It's the list of missing is staggering.
Did you watch any of the coverage last night?
I did.
What'd you think?
I don't know.
I have to say, I turned it on just when Biden had two people rush the stage.
They were PETA protesters.
Is that what it is?
Frankly, I like PETA. Don't you? Make those. Make those.
Makes a pretty good sandwich,
Let's
don't
make
it?
those gyros out of those.
Yeah.
Gyros.
Anyway,
it's interesting.
It's staggering how much money was spent by Bloomberg to get American Samoa.
Well, it's true of all politicians. How many kids could be educated with all that money?
But the thing about it, they said he had 7 full-time people on American Samoa as staff to organize 100 people, 120 people in the American Samoa.
And that's the presidential race. Think about how much money is spent in races in the state of Illinois for, state senator and state representative and
I'm more than happy.
Congress. And
I'm more than
things like
happy
that.
to accept that money. By the way.
Yeah.
Here's an interesting one. You ever heard of Candace Collins? She goes by Candace Collins Jordan now. She's my age. She's 62. She's from Dupo, Illinois. You know where Dupo is?
I do.
Over there in the Metro East.
Right, yeah. Well, she recently joined several veteran playmates of different ages and races in the magazine's 70 inspired Once a Playmate, Always a Playmate. So they're doing a shoot with her. She's 62. She's going to
bear it all
once again. Southern Illinois native, previously became a playmate in December of 1979. I was in college.
Man.
Before then, she was a bunny at the Playboy Club in St. Louis in 1973. Are there Playboy clubs anymore?
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. What's Playboy?
There's some great journalism in that magazine.
Absolutely.
Great features, and there's just if you can get around the art and the photos, it's a great magazine. Anyway, the point is, are there? I'm asking, are there Playboy clubs anymore? I've never been to one.
I have no idea.
Well, there certainly isn't one in St. Louis. Anyway, she's been the cover girl on Playboy 9 times. She's 62 years old. I will not be seeing her latest work.
Do you think we could reach out to her and maybe interview her?
That'd be interesting.
Huh?
I wouldn't mind if she could come in. We'd find an extra microphone. You'd be here, right? We maybe Wednesday.
Absolutely. She could
sit right over there.
Yeah. Pull up a chair. Candy.
Yep.
Hey, we were talking about Barbara Mandrell the other day. Did Christy
Yes.
mention Barbara Mandrell did a fundraiser for our senior class?
No.
Yep, she sure did. Came here and appeared.
Was she famous then?
Yes. Absolutely.
Well, how long ago was that?
A few years. A few years ago.
So where'd she play? In the Mule Barn?
Yep.
Was it a big crowd?
Yeah, if I remember correctly, yes.
She Christy did not mention that. She talked about coming to
I don't
the
think
fair.
I dreamed it. No, she performed here. Did a senior class fundraiser. Now Christy's probably going, no, she didn't. You've had a bad dream or something. Nah.
But Christy was going to. Christy did. I didn't realize. I knew there was a relationship. I didn't know how close the family relationship was. But she was. She said, I might not be able to get Barbara because I said, hey, use your smack.
You
And
got 2 others to choose from.
And she said, well, I might not be able to get Barbara, but maybe,
Louise
or Erlene. And she kept saying this about Erlene. She was a rebel. She caused her dad a lot of problems. That's why we'd like to have Erlene.
She's a little bit wild.
Let's talk, Erlene, about your past. All right. Here's a guy, a college student, just walked his way into the record books, holding his breath. Think about this for a second. He held his breath for 3 minutes and 36 seconds. That's how long he spent underwater walking 328 feet across the bottom of a swimming pool. The 23-year-old...
That's a big swimming pool.
It is. A 23-year-old is on the dive team in Croatia and fell in love with the sea as a young child. He also set a diving record last year. Think about that for a moment. 3 minutes and 36 seconds. I don't think that's even... I'm lucky for a minute, maybe minute 15. I mean, that's twice as long as I think I could hold my breath.
If Shelley Winters would have been able to do that in the
That's
Poseidon
right.
Adventure,
she would have been
her
alive.
character would still be alive.
Yeah, she had a heart attack, though. I mean,
Yeah.
been in better shape.
Did you hear about yesterday there was like bovine on the interstate?
No, where at?
Mile marker 105.
The 105.
Really?
There's still one down there, evidently.
Seriously?
Yeah.
They haven't found it?
Well, it's laying off the side of the road.
But there was a crash, and then they escaped from the back.
Mhm.
Some of them didn't make it, I understand. But then they had to go out. Can you imagine the responsibility of rounding up cows while the interstate is zooming by? No, I wouldn't want to do that.
I wouldn't want to do
Nah,
that.
it wouldn't be my preferred
Do
job.
you either one of you guys big fans of The Office?
It's all right. Yeah.
You aren't.
Never seen it.
See, that's hard to believe.
I'm not saying I'm not a fan. I've just never seen it.
Fans of The Office are jumping at the chance to get paid to watch their favorite show. Satellite TV producer Dish offering $1,000 to one lucky winner. You simply have to watch 15 hours of the comedy, The Office, in 9 days and tally the number of common tropes. For instance, how often does Stanley roll his eyes? How many times did Michael make a joke with 0 laughs? Well, we can count that here for me.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's to celebrate the show's 15th anniversary.
If somebody wanted to pay me, I'd be more than happy to watch The Office.
$1,000.
Yeah.
American Airlines is showing off some new threads. The uniforms were replaced after dozens of workers said the old ones gave them rashes, headaches, and respiratory issues. The company says the uniforms were tested to ensure they don't have any hazardous chemicals. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Very much.
Rashes I can understand because they were probably polyester maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know, but headaches and...
I like that polyester look.
Yeah.
Spike Lee's mad.
Yeah, he's not allowed to go to ball games anymore in New York, is he?
Well, the problem was the Academy Award-winning director told ESPN he won't be in his courtside seat at Madison Square Garden until next year. It's because of an incident caught on video that shows Lee arguing with employees after which entrance he should use. He uses a particular entrance, and the Knicks wanted him to use a different one, and it hacked him off.
Poor Spike.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Hey, by the way, tonight is that high wire,
over the volcano.
Yeah, he plans to walk over an active volcano in Nicaragua on live TV. Yeah, that's 8 o'clock Eastern time, so it's 7 o'clock our time? Mm-hmm. On the ABC special Volcano Live with Nick Walinda.
It's going to be a 3-hour show, and he's going to do it the last 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
This reminds me of, remember Geraldo?
Oh, yeah.
Who could not remember that?
What's in this safe? Well, you know,
Al Capone's safe.
How tragic would it be if you got live television, a network, he's got to walk 1,800 feet across a volcano, a spectacle that ABC calls the longest and highest high-wire walk ever attempted. He says the walk over a lake of lava will be the most dangerous he's ever attempted.
Remember the one he did the towers there in Chicago?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He's done. It's pretty
He's
amazing.
done some, I don't know how you could.
And that was
possibly
without a safety wire.
Here's another one of those world records. It's hard to rock out to AC/DC's Highway to Heck, and more than 3,700 people just proved that. They broke the world record for the most people to play the air guitar. They were all seen strumming away at a festival in Australia, which included several tributes to the band. They beat the previous record set in 2011 by more than 1,300 people. Talk about a waste of time.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Yep.
3,700 people playing air guitar. What a spectacle. So anyway. And that tower in Dallas, you know, the one that's leaning?
Yeah.
Have you seen that one?
No, I have not seen that.
There's a whole pile of rubble now. They tried to destruct it, but it failed. And all it did was lean, sort of like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Anyway, they got a wrecking ball. It's that's how the 11-story tower was left. And then they wrecked it yesterday. The concrete and steel tumbled after a few whacks by a great big wrecking ball, disappeared into a cloud of dust. So there, the Leaning Tower of Dallas is not there anymore. So how you been doing? You're not going to go. You're not going to come with me this afternoon for the meeting at the city hall. You got better things to do at 5:30 than watching bridges mended.
Maybe he doesn't want to.
I'll find something.
Bridges.
I'm thinking about removing some earwax or something.
Well, thank you very much. I'm going to go. I wouldn't want to miss it. By the way, David Savage's birthday today, right?
Yeah,
it is.
Fellow Cub fan.
Friend of the. Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're a Cub fan?
Absolutely.
Well, you don't wear it on
everyone.
You don't wear it on
your Cub fan, are you?
Sure, I am.
What?
Absolutely. Hey, I was a Cub fan when a Cub fan wasn't cool.
Barbara Mandrell.
That's right.
Well,
I thrive on rejection.
Okay.
I'm going to talk to Rita about that. So give me an idea of what we're
My
going to
my dad was buried with a Cub hat in his casket.
No. Seriously.
Absolutely.
So it's honestly...
You come by it naturally.
Yeah.
He was a Cub. Why was he a Cub fan?
He lived in the Chicago area for a while and just became a Cub fan. And he listened to
Well, it would have been
Cub games.
Jack Brickhouse.
Yep.
Was Brickhouse on the radio before he was
I
on
think
TV?
he was, yeah.
I liked Jack Brickhouse. Hey. I liked him a lot.
He's no Steve Stone, but...
No, Steve Stone was... But,
he's no Stone Pony.
Were you raised a Cardinal fan? I'm looking at you, Turner.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't forced upon me, but I do remember my grandfather in the summertime sitting outside with his little transistor radio, listening to Cardinal games.
Isn't that amazing? That's exactly my memory. My grandfather, my maternal grandfather, had a really nice transistor radio, and he would sit back. Everybody would be watching TV. He would have the earplugs in, and he was listening to Harry Carey and Jack Buck.
Though, I got to tell you, for me to sit down and watch 9 innings of baseball, I can't do it. I'm just not a huge baseball guy.
Well, I do watch entire games when the season starts. Now, I'm watching an inning or two at a time because I don't recognize most of the players that are playing in the spring training games. But and they're on every night, the replays, so I can watch a little bit of it because I get Fox Sports Midwest. Some people don't. But for me, it was not really a decision. Like 6 years old, I'm at Sportsman Park. Grand and Doty are in St. Louis, and they're my father and my grandfather are telling me, that this is what you need to see. You need to see this guy wearing number 6. That's the guy you need to watch. You need to remember you've seen him play.
So you're old when you realize you've seen the Cardinals in 3 different stadiums.
That says something about your age, doesn't it? While the Cubs have played in the same stadium.
Have you ever been there to a game?
I've never been to a
game.
game.
You need to do it. You need to do it.
Here's the deal. If you go to Chicago to a Cubs game, it doesn't matter what team you're rooting for. You're a Cubs fan.
It's a neat place.
No, I don't think so. No.
Go to Effingham, get on the train.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're going to do that. We're going to go up to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
We're going to go up and see a series in Milwaukee.
Now, see, I did that a few years ago. We went on a baseball trip. A buddy of mine and I did. And we did a day-night doubleheader in Chicago.
Right.
Cubs in the afternoon, White Sox at night.
Oh.
Yeah. Then we went to Detroit, to the old Tiger Stadium.
Right.
Which was about to fall in.
Mm-hmm.
And went to Cleveland.
Well, what a
came
great
back around
trip.
to St. Louis. I mean, it was...
That's super.
Yeah, it was nice. We had a good time.
There was really no choice. And in fact, I had these wonderful, vivid memories of having my own little transistor radio, being told it was time to go to bed. I was 8 or 9 years old. And I would slip the little earplug into my ear.
Because you only had one.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not like with the double earbuds now.
Mm-hmm.
You only had one earplug.
I had it hid under my pillow, so there was no way the plug was in the ear that was on the pillow, so they could look in at me, and I was, and I would listen, and especially in the 1967, 68 era, when I was about 10 years old, to them when they had just, a great great team with Gibson and Brock, and just so I relish those memories. And at that point, it's imprinted on you. You're going to be a Cardinal fan, and so I have wonderful memories of that.
Speaking of baseball, did you see the report from the Pirates spring training facility?
No.
Apparently, they deep cleaned their locker room because of the threat of the coronavirus.
I don't know what to make of that. I don't know what to make. Does that say things are getting out of control, or does that say
panic?
Yeah.
I mean, you need to do due diligence by washing your hands. You need to do that anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, should we? I mean, at this point, when we see people that visit the coast and come back here, should we be concerned that there's more cases there than there are here in the heartland? Should we be careful about being around those?
My youngest son just got back from Los Angeles last week. Went over to St. Louis, picked him up at the airport. And I said, how many people did you see at LAX wearing a mask? He said, maybe an eighth of the people.
What I heard yesterday, one of the experts said, that mask is not going to help you one
Now, if
bit.
you're sick, it keeps it contained.
That's it. The mask is only effective if it's on the person that's sick so that they don't spread it. But the mask, I mean, they said if someone sneezed on this table here and had the coronavirus, that would live for a day. A full day. Of course, it would be most effective right when it was,
Right.
They just sneezed. But a full day before it would be safe. And so, but that's going to, you're going to touch that, and you're going to transmit it in some way to your face or to your ear.
The sales of Corona beer has tanked because of this.
Yeah.
That speaks volumes about our country.
I also saw a
folks.
report that the Japanese Olympic minister has spoken to Parliament about maybe postponing the start of the Summer Olympics.
Wow.
Now, the IOC says, we're not doing it.
Let's wait and see what's going on.
Yeah, July 24th. I mean, we're still
can't,
5 months away. So
I know a lady that works at a dental office here in Fairfield, and she said that masks are short supply.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I think I would be very tempted if I had a trip overseas to not take it because of it.
Yep.
Cruises are dirt cheap now.
Yeah.
I bet you could get one, especially around the Pacific Rim, pretty cheap. And, the problem is you feel like maybe you're going to get trapped on there for weeks.
I can
at
think
a
of
time.
of worse places to be trapped.
Yeah.
But of course, you got to stay in your
true.
cabin. But
all right.
What's the
Ken
trivia
Odie's
today?
got trivia today.
the Doobie Brothers.
All
trivia.
right.
Oh, I'm going to go see him. I'm looking forward to it. With
Dudes.
Michael I'm not going to say. Maybe that's one of the questions. I better not say much more.
Now,
It is not one of the questions.
All right, Michael McDonald.
Number one, which of these musicians, a bass player, was not a member of the Doobie Brothers in 1971? Tyrone Porter, John Hartman, Tom Johnston, or Patrick Simmons? Number two, in 1972, the Doobie Brothers recorded a single called Listen to the Music. Please complete the line from the second verse of the song's lyrics. What the people need is a way to make them blank. Number three, which Texas city is mentioned in the first verse of the lyrics to the Doobie Brothers' 1973 song, China Grove? Number four, according to the second verse of the 73 Doobie Brothers hit Long Train Runnin', which woman did the singer see down along the tracks? Five, please complete the title of a popular Doobie Brothers album from 73, The Blank and Me. Number six, which
I know that one.
1973 Doobie Brothers ballad begins with the lines, Up all night I could not sleep, the whiskey that I drank was cheap. With shaking hands I went and lit up my last cigarette.
Yes.
My favorite Doobie Brothers song, by the way.
Mine too, and I'm trying.
Number seven, in 1974, legendary session guitarist Jeff Baxter joined the Doobie Brothers. What was his nickname? Number eight, in 1975, the Doobie Brothers had a number one hit song with the single Black Water, a second favorite. According to the lyrics, what kind of funky music does the singer want to hear? Number nine, in 1975, singer Michael McDonald joined the Doobie Brothers. Yeah, there it is. 1965 singer Michael McDonald joined the Doobie Brothers. Which one of these statements about McDonald's is true? He played the trumpet. He didn't compose any of the Doobie Brothers songs. He was recruited by Jeff Baxter to join the Doobies. He replaced Patrick Simmons as the group's guitarist. And number 10, she had a place in his life he never made her think twice. As he rises to her apology, anybody else would surely know. Which 1978 Doobie Brothers smash hit contains all of the above lyrics?
I know that one. I
Okay.
got that one.
All right. We're going to come back with the answers and talk about the Doobie Brothers. Stay right here on Morning Coffee.
CRHPC has recently enhanced provider availability at our Fairfield location. Matt Brown is a physician's assistant and Allison Frost is a nurse practitioner and have recently joined our team and are excited to serve you. Both provide a full spectrum of healthcare for all your family members regardless of age. Call 618-842-4470 to schedule your appointment at the Fairfield Community Health Center.
Integrity Auctions will be having a commercial real estate auction on Thursday, March 5th at 6 p.m. Real estate is located at the corner of East Main on Illinois Route 15 and Southeast 4th Street in Fairfield. Commercial building is 60 by 30 with a 10-foot overhang, built in 2006. Parking lot space is 40 by 40. This commercial property is in high traffic area with excellent visibility in downtown Fairfield. For more information and photos, visit integrityauctions.com. Integrity Auctions, Dustin Hawkins, auctioneer.
TT Nails and Tans, located at 308 East Main Street in Fairfield, offering a modern, clean, relaxing facility for your next girl's day out. Let TT create a look that is right for you with a full nail set, manicure, polish change, or pedicure. Get some sun rays without the heat with TT's lay-down or stand-up tanning beds. Versa Pro spray tanning is also an option. Call 842-9898 for an appointment. TT Nails and Tans, 308 East Main Street, Fairfield.
The 2020 Wabash Valley Bridal Showcase was a huge success with great vendors and fabulous brides-to-be. And one bride walked away with a honeymoon trip to Myrtle Beach. Heavenly Danford.
So tell us your name and when you're going to get married.
My name is Heavenly Danford, and I'm getting married in June.
And tell us the name of your husband-to-be.
Austin Rowland.
You're from Washington, and had you already had plans where to go on your honeymoon?
Nope, not yet, but I do now. Myrtle Beach.
Congratulations.
It was a day filled with all things wedding related at the Grand Banquet Hall in downtown Vincennes. Look for updates on this and other events brought to you by TOC Direct Media. And a huge thank you to our vendors, as well as the brides and their I Do crews that were all an important part of the Wabash Valley Bridal Showcase. Congratulations again to our big winner, Heavenly Danford.
Hi, folks. This is Courtney Koch, Republican candidate for Circuit Judge. This has been an exciting campaign, but on March 17 it will come to a close. We are traveling many miles and meeting many wonderful people in all 12 counties. I want to thank everyone who is helping us on this journey. Now it's time to vote, and whether you vote early or on March 17, I ask for your vote in this close race. I'm the highest rated candidate with the most experience. I'm ready to be your judge on day one.
Paid for by Courtney Cox for Judge Committee.
At Jackie's Hidden Treasures, you never know what you'll find. Pick up a certificate at the Big Deal Store for incredible savings. There's always something new at Jackie's Hidden Treasures on the square in Sisney.
Void the Void. Vote Andy Hires for state representative. Springfield is constantly attacking our Second Amendment. We need a representative with proven experience that will fight to protect our Second Amendment. Working in law enforcement, I spend a great deal of time helping Illinois citizens with their FOID issues. Hunting with my father and children has been a large part of my life. Veterans have fought to protect our Second Amendment, which ends in 4 specific words: shall not be infringed. We must fight for our rights to defend ourselves. We must fight to protect our rights for future generations. Paid for by Friends of Andy Hires.
Fairfield area weather forecast, partly sunny today, high in 58. Partly cloudy tonight, low 35. Sunny and 60 tomorrow. The outlook for Friday, partly cloudy, high 48. Sunny and 52 on Saturday, and for Sunday, partly sunny with a high 62. Overnight low 40. Yesterday's high was 60. Currently, humidity at 54%. Winds from the west-southwest at 7 miles an hour, and the pressure at 29.96. Sunshine right now. We've got 52 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar looks good this morning as well. Nothing showing up anywhere in the area in terms of precipitation.
Whoa! Good jam there, my friend. Nice bumper music as we're about to talk about the Doobie Brothers. And this is going to end up killing me because I'm going to end up knowing 7 or the 8 of these that I cannot, for whatever reason, access in my aging dinosaur brain.
50 years they've been around.
Wow.
Created this year.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, number 1. Which one of these musicians, a bass player, was not a member of the Doobie Brothers in 1971? Tyron Porter, John Hartman, Tom Johnston, Patrick Simmons.
I'm going to say John Hartman.
I'm going with B.
Nope, Tyron Porter.
Yeah.
The other 3 are the 3 of the original members.
Okay, Tyron didn't come on till like 75, right? Okay.
In 1972, the Doobie Brothers recorded a single called Listen to the Music.
Mm-hmm.
Please complete this line from the second verse of the song's lyrics. What the people need is a way to make them
smile.
Correct. Smile.
I got that right.
Number 3, which Texas city is mentioned in the first verse of the lyrics to the Doobie Brothers 73 song China Grove?
San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Number 4, according to the second verse of the 73 Doobie Brothers hit Long Train Runnin', which woman did the singer see down along the tracks?
Okay.
I don't know that one.
Tom, you know that one?
That was Old Miss Lucy.
Old Miss Lucy.
Mm-hmm.
Tom helped.
Number
Tom
5, please complete the title of a popular Doobie Brothers album from 73, The Blank in Me.
Is it Hangman?
Nope.
Devil?
Nope.
Okay. How about Tom?
Captain. The Captain and Me.
The Captain and Me.
Number 6, which 73 Doobie Brothers ballad begins with the lines, Up all night I could not sleep. The whiskey that I drank was cheap. With shaking hands, I went and lit up my last cigarette.
South City Midnight Man. Something like that. I can't. I'm sorry. Do you know it?
I think it's is it the line from the song that has the Hangman in the title?
Nope.
No.
Nope. Okay.
You're close.
Okay, Tom, you know it. What is it? I don't know. You don't know that? I thought you said you did know that.
South City Midnight Lady.
Oh,
I'm much obliged indeed.
yes. I love that song.
In 1974, legendary session guitarist Jeff Baxter joined the Doobie Brothers. What was his nickname? Skunk Baxter, correct.
That's a great little name.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you a little tidbit about him if we have time.
Oh, please.
What
We'll
did
have
what,
time.
what is he? He left the Doobie Brothers, and what is he doing now?
No idea.
Nope.
He advises the government on missile defense systems. He's the head of the Star Wars project.
I feel safe.
Skunk Baxter.
Wow.
All right.
Some guy named Skunk is keeping us safe.
That's right. In 75, the Doobie Brothers had a #1 hit song with the song Black Water.
Mm-hmm.
According to the lyrics, what kind of funky music does the singer want to hear? I want to hear some funky.
Dixieland.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
In 75,
I had to have him sing it before
Yeah.
I knew what it was.
singer Michael McDonald joined the Doobie Brothers. Which one of these statements about McDonald's is true? McDonald is true, not McDonald's. He played the trumpet. He didn't compose any of the Doobie Brothers songs. He was recruited by Jeff Baxter to join the Doobies. He replaced Patrick Simmons as the group's guitarist.
I don't think he did
He
the
replaced
songs.
Patrick Simmons as the guitarist, right?
I don't.
Recruited.
Say again?
He was recruited.
Recruited, says Tom.
Not what it says here.
I'm going to say he didn't do any of the songs.
He played the trumpet.
He did. I've never seen him play the trumpet.
I haven't either.
I haven't either, yeah.
Okay.
I disagree with that, but whatever. All right, number 10. She had a place in his life. He never made her think twice. As he rises to her apology, anybody else would surely know. Which 78 Doobie Brothers smash hit contains the above lyrics?
What a fool believes.
That's right.
You have a bonus too. By the way, it sounds to me like we have quite a few.
Yeah, Doobie
quite a few
Brothers
fans here. No doubt about it.
All right.
50th anniversary. Crazy.
What was the bonus one?
That was mine.
Oh, that
He
was
had-
yours.
he had
You
I
guys.
had the bonus.
Okay.
What 70s sitcom did the main characters in the show go to see the Doobie Brothers
They went
in concert?
They went and saw them,
Yeah.
and that's part of the show.
Mm-hmm.
A 70s sitcom.
And what song did they perform?
Man.
Anybody out there?
Is that Good Times?
What's happening?
What's happening?
happening?
Yeah.
They played Echoes of Love.
Really?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go see him. I'm looking forward to it.
I saw him in 72 at Carbondale.
We've
Seen him
had
several times.
We've had a number of times where we were supposed to go see Michael McDonald that we didn't make it work.
And
now
Michael
that
McDonald
he's
is back with the Doobie Brothers
and that's
touring.
I
It's our
can't
50th
wait.
anniversary tour.
I can't wait.
It's a good show.
Ken Odie was here. He's still here. He's about to leave. Thank you for being here, Ken.
Always a pleasure.
We enjoyed having you, and we'll be back tomorrow morning.
See you then.
Alexa, play WFIW.
It's time for classic hits from WFIW.
It's what you've been looking for. WFIW FM Fairfield, Illinois, and WFIWradio.com, the news leader in southeastern Illinois.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in Wayne City. Visit Boyd Mattress Center and take a rest test. 20 models on display. 895-3000.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. Joe Biden